Cannes is a city located on the French Riviera. It is a commune of France located in the Alpes-Maritimes department, and host city of the annual Cannes Film Festival, Midem, and Cannes Lions International Festival of Creativity. The city is known for its association with the rich and famous, its luxury hotels and restaurants, and for several conferences. On 3 November 2011 it also played host to the G20 Organization of Industrialized Nations. History. By the 2nd century BC the Ligurian Oxybi established a settlement here known as Aegitna. Historians are unsure what the name means. The area was a fishing village used as a port of call between the Lérins Islands. In 69 AD it became the scene of violent conflict between the troops of Otho and Vitellius. In the 10th century the town was known as Canua. The name may derive from canna, a reed. Canua was probably the site of a small Ligurian port, and later a Roman outpost on La Suche hill, suggested by Roman tombs discovered here. La Suche housed an 11th century tower which overlooked swamps where the city now stands. Most of the ancient activity, especially protection, was on the Lérins Islands, and the history of Cannes is closely tied to the history of the islands. An attack by the Saracens in 891, who remained until the end of the 10th century, devastated the country around Canua. The insecurity of the Lérins Islands forced the monks to settle on the mainland, at the Suquet. Construction of a castle in 1035 fortified the city by then known as Cannes, and at the end of the 11th century construction was started on 2 towers on the Lérins Islands. One took a century to build. Around 1530 Cannes detached from the monks who had controlled the city for hundreds of years and became independent. During the 18th century, both the Spanish and British tried to gain control of the Lérins Islands but were chased away by the French. The islands were later controlled by many, such as Jean-Honoré Alzire, and the Bishop of Fréjus. They had many different purposes. At the end of the 19th century, one served as hospital for soldiers wounded in the Crimean War. Henry Brougham, 1st Baron Brougham and Vaux, bought land at the Croix des Gardes and constructed the Villa Éléonore Louise. His work to improve living conditions attracted the English aristocracy, who also built winter residences. At the end of the 19th century, several railways were completed, which prompted the arrival of streetcars. In Cannes, projects such as the Boulevard Carnot and the Rue d'Antibes were carried out. After the closure of the Casino des Fleurs, a luxury establishment was built for the rich winter clientele. The Casino Municipal next to the Pier Albert Edouard. This casino was demolished and replaced by the New Palace in 1979. In the 20th century, new luxury hotels such as the Carlton, Majestic, Martinez, and J.W. Marriott Cannes were built. The city was modernized with a sports center, a post office, and schools. There were fewer British and German tourists after the First World War but more Americans. Winter tourism gave way to summer tourism and the summer casino at the Palm Beach was constructed. The city council had the idea of starting an international film festival shortly before World War II. The first opened on the 20th of September 1946, held in the Casino Municipal. Climate. Cannes has a Mediterranean climate and the city enjoys 12 hours of sunshine per day during summer, while in winter the weather is mild. Both seasons see a relatively low rainfall and most rain occurs during October and November, when 110 mm falls. Cannes summers are long and warm, with summer daytime temperatures regularly hitting 30 degrees Celsius, while average temperatures are about 25 degrees Celsius. Temperatures remain high from June to September, the busiest time of the year. Despite the hot daytime temperatures, a Mediterranean breeze keeps summer evenings comfortably cool. Temperatures drop below 10 degrees Celsius for only 3 months of the year. The spring and autumn are also warm, although more suited to those who prefer slightly cooler weather. Economy. The area around Cannes has developed into a high-tech cluster. The technopolis of Sophia Antipolis lies in the hills beyond Cannes. The film festival is a major event for the industry. There is an annual television festival in the last week in September. The economic environment is based on tourism, business fairs, trade and aviation. Cannes has 6,500 companies, of which 3,000 are traders, artisans and service providers. In 2006, 421 new companies were registered. Cannes hosts the Cannes Mondeluz Space Center, headquarters at Thales Alenia Space, the first European satellite manufacturer. Landmarks. The Promenade de la Croisette is the waterfront avenue with palm trees. La Croisette is known for picturesque beaches, restaurants, cafes and boutiques. Le Souquet, the Old Town, provides a good view of La Croisette. The fortified tower and chapel of Sainte Anne house the Musée de la Castre. A distinctive building in Cannes is the Russian Orthodox Church. Museums. The Musée d'Art d'Histoire de Provence houses artifacts from prehistoric to present, in an 18th-century mansion. The Musée de la Castre has objects from the Pacific atolls, Peruvian relics and Mayan pottery. Other venues include the Musée de la Marine, Musée de la Mer, Musée de la Photographie and Musée International de la Perfumerie. The villas of Cannes of the 19th century can still be seen in its grand villas, built to reflect the wealth and standing of their owners and inspired by anything from medieval castles to Roman villas. They are not open to the public. Lord Brougham's Italianate Villa Eleanor-Louise was built between 1835 and 1839. Also known as the Quartier des Anglais, this is the oldest residential area in Cannes. Isle Sainte-Marguerite. It took the man in the iron mask 11 years to leave this tiny, forested island. The mysterious individual was believed to be of noble blood, but his identity has never been proven. His cell can be visited in the fort of Sainte Marguerite, now renamed the Musée de la Mer. This museum also houses discoveries from shipwrecks off the island, including Roman and Saracen ceramics. Isle Saint-Honorat. Cistercian monks are the only inhabitants of the smaller, southern Saint-Honorat island. Monks have inhabited the island since AD 410 at the height of their powers, owned Cannes, Mugens and Valorush. Medieval vestiges remain in the Stark Church, which is open to the public, and in the ruins of the 11th century monastery on the seashore. The monks inhabit the Lerins Abbey and divide their time between prayer and producing red and white wines. Theatre and music. Cannes is not renowned for traditional theatre. However, small venues stage productions and host short sketches during the annual International Actors Performance Festival. Popular theatres include the Espèce Miramar and the Alexandre III. Festivals and show events. The Cannes Film Festival, founded in 1946, is held annually, usually in May, at the Palais des Festivals 8 Days Congress. The Cannes Lions International Festival of Creativity is a global event and awards show for those working in advertising and related fields. Held annually in June. MIDEM, the foremost trade show for the music industry. MIPIM, the world's largest property-related trade show. Carnival on the Riviera is an annual parade through the streets to mark the 21-day period prior to Shrove Tuesday. The International Festival of Games is festival of bridge, bellow, backgammon, chess, draughts, tarot and more. Cannes Yachting Festival is an event for boating enthusiasts in the Vieux Port. The International Actors Performance Festival. Comedy, sketches and performances by fringe artists. The international luxury travel market brings together under one roof the top international luxury travel providers and suppliers from all around the world. Le Festival d'Art Pyrotechnique is a magnificent annual fireworks competition held in the summer at the Bay of Cannes. The Global Champions Tour Show Jumping League has an annual event in the ports of Cannes, MIPCOM and MIPTV, held in October and April respectively, the world's most important trade markets for the television industry. The Pan-African Film Festival, held in early April and featuring films from the African diaspora. Transport. Nice Côte d'Azur Airport, located 24 kilometers from Cannes. Nice Côte d'Azur Airport has close to 10 million passengers a year. Marseille-Provence Airport is also 150 kilometers away. The smaller Cannes, Mandelieu Airport is nearby. Canis Express operate a regular door-to-door airport shuttle service between Nice Airport and hotels, accommodations in Cannes. Price per seat is €20. Rail TGV rail services to the Gare de Cannes provide access from major French cities, including Nice, Marseille, Lyon, Paris and Toulouse. Other cities with rail connections include Brussels, Milan, Basel, Rome and Venice. The minor train stations Gare de Cannes La Bocca and Gare du Bosquet serve only regional destinations. Bus coach services arrive at the Gare Routière de Cannes, in the center of the city, near the town hall. Companies from abroad include Eurolines and agents Phocines. Regional services are by Rapides Côte d'Azur and CTM, with services from Nice and Grasse, Mandelieu respectively. Local bus services are provided by Busazur. Ferries are available in Nice Harbour from Bastia and Calvi in Corsica, with services provided by SNCM Ferry Terranea and Corsica Ferries. From Bastia, the journey is 4 hours, 45 minutes on conventional ferries and 3 hours, 40 minutes on express ferries, while from Calvi, conventional vessels take 3 hours, 45 minutes and express vessels take 2 hours, 45 minutes. An average of 4 ferries a day sail on these routes, with more during summer. International relations. Twin towns, sister cities. Cannes is twinned with. Cannes has friendship pacts with. Gallery. The aerial view of Cannes. The marina at Cannes. The Croisette Gardens. Saint-Honorat Island. Hotel de Ville. The rocky beaches in Cannes. The Old Harbour. Cannes by night. Cannes Beach in 1980.